Jane?
There's a new Thor on the block.
The old ex-girlfriend.
Judy Foster.
Jane Foster.
The mighty Thor. And man, has it thrown Thor for a loop. It's always weird when an old ex walks back into your life. Right, Stormbreaker?
Hey, there you are!
So here's the question today. Not who's gonna win between the two in a battle of love, but who's gonna win between the two in a battle of thunder. Well, let's get into it. But before we get into it, well, if you think that Thor takes it, well, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You disagree. If you think that Jane wins, well, turn on that notification bell. Now, let's get it. Let's start out by talking about the newest Thor in Thor world, Jane Foster. She was a longtime flame of Thor's, was always being caught up in Thor's adventures with the Avengers. But all that became threatened when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Around that same time, Thor lost the ability to pick up Mjolnir. He was beginning to doubt the worthiness of gods as a whole after his encounter with Gore. Jane believed that there always needed to be a Thor in the world, a god who knew what it was like to be human, who was always striving for worthiness. And so she tried to pick the hammer up and proved that she was worthy. Every time she transforms into Thor, the process purges her body the chemotherapy fighting her cancer. But she believes that the sacrifice is worth it in order to safeguard the 9 realms. She's able to take down frost giants like they're nothing, one-shot a building-sized monster, and take out an Iron Man villain with 2 hits from Mjolnir. She's strong enough to rip through a door with a vibranium core and adamantium plating, doing it all with her bare hands, and seemingly even ripped open a hole in space-time in order to unleash the Big Bang. That's crazy. Also, might have technically not happened, or happened on a technicality, that's what I mean. You see, it might have really just happened as a result of striking 2 Mjolnirs from 2 different times together in that anomaly that it produced. She was able to fight against Annihilus for hours on end, send Gladiator reeling, then even fight against Allfather Odin. Fight against Odin, and do really pretty freaking well there, especially considering she was fighting against, Odin. But then there's Thor, the actual Thor, the original Asgardian god of thunder, a founding Avenger, hero to countless worlds, even king of Asgard before. And through it all, he's never forgotten his driving principle, to protect the weak, simply because you are strong, to stand against evil, as a matter of course, purely because you can. And holy crap, is he powerful? Holy crap, is he strong? Really in a class of his own when it comes to gods and heroes. Only a few people are truly above him. He can bench press small planets. While he was arm wrestling with Hercules, they were actually throwing the Earth out of orbit. He pulled the Midgard serpent off the Earth, threw a dude straight up out of the solar system, even overwhelmed the force of the World Engine, which was moving 9 realms at the time. He's crazy strong, like legit, so strong. I mean, just look at that body again. While he was fighting against Gore, just the shockwaves from his strikes were shattering nearby worlds. He almost killed Hulk with a strike. He's fought against Gladiator too. Then Thor's actually fought against Odin before. He hurt his own dad. But not just that. Thor's also fought against Zeus for like a few months or something. He's fought against Surtur before and beat up on Surtur. Then fought against Galactus. Hurt Galactus quite a few times actually. So if Jane has fought against Odin before, well, Thor has done that and a bit more. Quite a bit more. So strength-wise, probably gotta give it to Thor. He's shown greater feats, lifted heavier things, fought more powerful opponents, And besides, Thor actually has a pretty decent track record of overpowering other worthy people. But what about durability? Well, with Thor, he's taken beatings from Juggernaut, from Thanos, from Sentry that was felt all around the whole planet, a light speed bull rush from Silver Surfer, planet destroying blast from Thanos. He can casually fly around inside the sun, and that's just some of the stuff. Blast from Galactus, blast from Phoenix Force Cyclops, from Zeus, from Bor, Odin's daddy. He's resisted matter manipulation. He's resisted soul manipulation, time manipulation, telepathic attacks, all of it. Thor is surprisingly tough. Well, I mean, I guess not surprisingly tough. We always knew he was tough, but yeah, oh boy, he is tough. Well, Jane is just as tough. It's safe to say she's bulletproof. All those things do is just tickle her a little bit. She's taken attacks from Gladiator, taken attacks from other gods that she described as like a nuclear bomb exploding in her face. She's taken energy blasts from Odin. She's even been burned and taken blasts from the Phoenix Force itself before. So, is Thor more durable? Well, yeah, probably yes. But is Jane crazy durable too? Yeah, definitely. But one area where Jane definitely has the edge, well, that's speed. I mean, people don't call Thor Odinson for no reason. Guy isn't particularly known for his speed. On the other hand, Jane can intercept bullets, she can intercept lightning, she can perform brain surgery on multiple patients at lightning speed, moving way too fast for the eye to see. She can even cover 400 million miles, the time it takes to throw two punches. Jane has the edge in this area. She also has a really unique connection with Mjolnir. So Mjolnir isn't just a hammer. Actually, it contains a sentient, galaxy-sized superstorm called the God Tempest. This is what allows Thor to perform such truly incredible feats of power. And for some reason, the God Storm really likes Jane. She's just got a special connection with the hammer. She can manipulate superstorms that are several times larger than the Earth. She can unleash lightning and explosions and everything. Then she can actually unleash the God Tempest itself, creating lightning that stretches from one galaxy to another, thunder capable of shaking worlds half a universe away, all while consuming a supernova and transforming it back into a star. Jane can do some absolutely crazy things with Mjolnir. Of course, Thor can do some pretty great stuff with that hammer as well. He can really pack a punch with Mjolnir. Like, really pack a punch. But also absorb and redirect planet destroying blast, launch out beams of his own powerful enough to hurt Mangog, or send people flying into the sun, manipulate magnetism, and then even open up different portals to other dimensions and universes. He can manipulate lightning on a planetary scale, welding the tectonic plates of a planet together, or channeling enough lightning to destroy moons. He can cause windstorms that can lead to earthquakes, or shatter mountains, or even threaten to destroy half the planet with just wind. If he really wanted to, he could create a storm so powerful that it could result in nuclear fission and lead to nuclear explosions. And here's the bottom line: Thor has used those many powers to do some truly incredible things. Like, true, jaw dropping, incredible things. He's fought against and knocked out the Phoenix Force. He's beat Ego the Living Planet. He's hurt Surtur, and really beat Surtur before with a God Blast. Defeated Mangog with a God Blast. He's hurt Galactus before, and could have killed Galactus with, You guessed it, a God Blast. He's knocked over Celestials before and cracked and damaged Celestial armor. Beat Mephisto while they were inside Mephisto's realm. He killed the Void, injured the Chaos King. Thor has done a whole lot of stuff and lived to tell about it. Jane might have fought against Odin. She might have fought against Mangog. And she might have fought against the Phoenix Force. All absolutely crazy things. If she was going up against most any other hero, she would have a real, genuine shot at winning. The problem is, Thor has done all those things too, and more. So much more. He's got more experience, he's got more raw power, he's got more skill at being Thor. I think he takes it here. Yeah, he can definitely take it. But what about in the MCU? Well, Jane has superhuman strength, durability, speed, all of it. She can fight against Gore the God Butcher. She can fight against his shadow demon army. She can do it all. She might not have mastered the catchphrase aspect.
Bring the rainbow, was that a catchphrase or something?
She's only been a Thor for a minute. I mean, saving lives she's quite good at, but the rest of it, she needs work.
But she definitely mastered being Thor in pretty much every other way. And when it comes to Mjolnir, well, she can manipulate it in a way that Thor never could, unleashing all the little pieces of it and taking out plenty of enemies at once. But Thor, well, when he's in shape on his best day, he was able to defeat an Infinity Gauntlet powered Thanos. Kill Thanos later on. He beat the Hulk without Mjolnir or Stormbreaker. He's moved planets and endured stars. He's got centuries more fighting experience. He has better control over both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. It's the same thing all over again. Jane Foster is cool, but Thor is better. He's way more powerful too. Thor wins.